So we have 2 skaters in addition to the finalists that will be joining the best trick contest. Jada Ward and Lilly Stoephasius. They will be skating best trick.
One of the gnarliest things that you can do is like drop and switch, and Reese just did that.
Yeah,
as like just to set up for whatever she was doing.
Have you done it?
Not on a vert ramp. Have you?
I have.
Oh.
It's really scary. But you know what I do? I set up, and then I immediately in my head switch to like nose stall fakie. It's not a switch drop in. It's like a nose stall fakie from the deck.
That sounds complicated.
A little.
It's just scary.
Well, we've got 19 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. And I believe we're going to still go into kind of a friendly order. This will have the feel of more of a jam.
And the basic format of best trick is who does the best trick. That's
so
it.
You're saying it's in the title.
Yeah.
Whoever does the best trick.
There's nothing more to it. It doesn't matter. Setups don't matter. Falls don't matter. Nothing matters except putting down a best trick. And when we see that,
is that the best trick?
I mean,
it could be.
It could be. And then it could get beaten. We don't know yet.
So same judges as we had for the finals. But now they're just looking for that one trick. I feel like best trick is always kind of it's the icing on the cake, right? It's where they're all warmed up. The nerves are probably gone a little bit because they just competed.
Yeah.
So now they're free to get wild and do stuff like that.
Could we possibly see the first women's ever 720 tonight?
I hope.
It's real.
Well, I did hear that Lilly Stoephasius has been getting close, and then we just saw Arisa try it, and it looks like she knows what she's doing, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I think you're right.
Also, did they coordinate? Yesterday, a lot of them had the 2 braids like Reese, and then today they're doing the low pony.
Yeah.
Oh!
I actually don't know. I just said, I just trusted you on that.
Yeah, okay. I'll ask them later if they coordinated it.
They're a 12-year-old skater out of Japan.
Think about some of these athletes have traveled so far to be here.
Right.
Really far.
Yeah, halfway around the world, as far as you can go. And you have to travel all over the world these days to be in contention to be here almost.
This is about to happen.
Okay, yes.
Wow!
Kickflip, no slide, fakie over the bridge.
So that's the best trick so far, right? I mean,
yes,
we're not judges, but I think it's pretty obvious that that's the best trick so far.
Yes.
So explain the difficulties and dangers of doing that trick over that gap.
Oh, she's just getting some cash right now.
So nose slides on vert are kind of a hard trick. Nose slide fakie is a hard trick to get up and into. Kick flipping it gets real tricky. It's not like kickflip nose slide on a ledge because you're starting from a vertical plane and trying to level it out. So that, and then the bridge just adds that extra element.
Well, and you want it, I mean, in your brain, you want to just jam it into there and not slide, but she has to gauge the angle to be able to slide it as well and not fall in the gap.
Yeah, and that gap is no joke. I mean, it's 8 feet wide.
Oh.
Which doesn't sound like a lot on paper, but trust me, when you walk up to it, it's a chasm.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's the grandest of chasms.
If you set up wrong and you head into that, you're...
Oh,
whoa! Spin
720?
Yeah.
It almost looked like it's going to keep going.
That was like 710. He's there. That's coming. That's going to happen in the next 16 minutes. I got a good feeling about it. I mean, I called the kickflip nose slide, so I'm kind of on right now.
Yeah.
Seems like
we should pad up. Get out there.
I mean, I'm not that on. Now what else does Reese have? She's going to make some money after this.
Wow.
Front nose grind, revert.
Now, is that as easy as it looked just now?
No.
I did a lot of nose grinds on vert and never did one to revert, much less over the gap.
We got our head judge, Jason Rothmeyer, on top of the deck with a huge wad of cash. I believe Reese has a couple hundred of that already.
Jada Ward, back 3, ollie.
So we didn't see Jada in the finals, but she was ripping and qualifying in practice, so she got that golden ticket in the best trick.
Oh,
Are we about to witness history?
we might
so.
be.
But as we were talking about spin tricks last night, sometimes they look really close, but when you're trying them, there's just a little something off, and you can't quite figure it out. And no matter how much effort you put into it, you're not going to land it until you crack the code. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's going on there, but we'll see. She might land it in 1 or 2 more tries, or it might not happen, because spin tricks are weird, and it's all in the takeoff.
So you can one more time yourself for 1,000 times?
Even the camera angle, like it might look like from that angle, that's it. Well, how did she not make it? But it's not always the case.
Fakey 5, Jada.
I see Tony over there giving some advice. That's pretty rad.
Yes.
He's always been a big supporter of women in skateboarding, and I mean, he's a huge reason why I got where I was in the sport.
Yeah, you grew up in a pre-Poots Park Encinitas at the YMCA skate park.
Yeah.
Which is still a place where rippers learn their craft. Braden Hoban from the YMCA in Encinitas. He's pretty good.
He's great. Were you skating this vert ramp at Tony's TF?
Oh, yeah.
A lot?
As much as possible?
Yeah, but it kind of turned me into a ramp snob because it's so perfect, and then I would go somewhere else and go, oh, there's lumps. And, oh.
So this actual ramp has been around for 10, 20, 15 years. Tony Hawk's right. Is he right behind me?
Yeah, I want to ask him.
Well, he's busy coaching people.
I'm claiming it's about 20.
I think so too.
Which is crazy. And usually a 20-year-old vert ramp is ready for the dump. This one is not.
When did this ramp originally built? 2002.
Wow. So yeah, over 20 years.
Oh. Thank you for making me feel smart, Tony Hawk. 20 plus years, and it's still the pinnacle.
It's still like the best there is. Yes.
And with that new skate light.
Yes.
That's like a Christmas complete.
Shout out to Skate Light for making the best service in skateboarding, making vert skating so much more fun.
It's specifically made for skateboarding, right? Because I don't see Skate Light on homes or anything, right? It's a skate product.
It was inspired by a product that was already made that just happened to be perfect for skateboarding, though. So they adapted it and turned it into a skate product. But wow, she just did kickflip beef.
Yeah.
Money. What does a 10-year-old do with $400? I wonder.
Put it in her little pocket.
Candy, so much like rope, red vine ropes and whatnot.
Oh,
that is close.
Wow. Imagine if we see 2 tonight.
I would love that twice as much as one.
Yeah.
Well, Tony is actually out there like giving tips to these skaters, which is invaluable. I mean, can you imagine getting coached in the moment by the Tony Hawk?
And here's another thing: these skaters can do McTwists already, so if they can get to the landing, they're going to be good with it.
Yeah,
but
they're going to know how to.
Yeah, and again, for our viewers at home, this looks so easy. These are the best skaters in the world, and this ramp is huge. The bravery that it takes and the determination to learn these tricks like these young skaters have done is otherworldly. I mean, there is no sport like vert skating.
Reese just did a switch front feeble, which is, people don't do, a lot of vert skaters don't do front feebles, much less switch ones.
Oh!
Wow, that is very close.
Australia is on the edge of their seat right now. They want to see this go down.
Let's get this done for the sake of skateboarding. I believe.
We're about halfway through. Still plenty of cash left.
Yeah!
That deserves.
That was sick.
That's a $100 trick at least.
Which pop shove? What way? I couldn't tell which way she grabbed.
You got to cross to get the money.
Stay.
Yeah, let's switch now. Yeah. Because
Yeah, so, yeah, switch box.
Yeah.
It happened so fast. Thank goodness you guys are here. I just saw a blur of radness.
And so, like, yeah, not as flamboyant as a 720, but come on. Any switch trick on Vert is super hard, much less a switch shove.
And go get that money. Lilly Stoephasius is lining something up here. Oh. Wow, very close. Jason Allen's just said, we're looking for our first ever 720 from a female. Right now.
Right now.
It's happening now. In the next 9 minutes and 50 seconds. And meanwhile, Reese has just opened her book of tricks and handling. No problem.
She makes it look way too easy. Front nose grind, fakie over the channel should be, it should take like 2,500 tries.
The candy section at 7-Eleven's about to be gone. Yep. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And
Oh, that's going to be sick when she does it. I've got like sweaty palms for them.
oh, here we go. Is this going to be a historic first?
Oh,
See, you could. She's ready to commit to it. She's just landing, and her weight is not over her board. And I don't know what advice would work for that, but Tony does.
Is she over-rotating, do you think, or body?
It looks like a little bit, which is a good problem to have, because usually the problem is you're not getting it around.
yeah, she's definitely getting around. The spin.
Well, we know Bryce is going to do something cool and creative. I like that sometimes she goes into mini ramp mode and does just the coolest little tricks like that.
Cab, double trucker to fakie. That was sick.
There's a lot going on right there.
Fakie heel.
Bryce, careful out there. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Jada. We have a couple wild cards. That's one of them. Jada Ward and Lilly Stoephasius. Right now, it's kind of become a bit of a who can land on the moon first between Stoephasius and Arisa. Both skaters trying the unprecedented first ever 720 for a female.
The race to the 7.
And we have I got a good feeling about it. What if it happens at the 720 mark? Oh my gosh. Come on. See, it feels to me like she's just under and Arisa's just over.
But both of them are a little off on the landing. So as soon as they're over their board, I think they can sort that out. Jada fakie 5.
Jada. That's Jada Ward coming through for a cash trick.
So the sketchy thing about the fakie 5 is you're also landing backwards.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Start
taking
backwards, land backwards.
There's a lot that can go wrong. Raicca to fakie with the feeble.
Underrated for how gnarly it is.
Well, it looks so easy. I forgot like how hard that is.
One of the things that can go wrong with the gap is if on a lip trick, if you get into the lip trick, then the lip trick takes you over the gap. If you don't get into it, if you mess up get it going into it, you can get caught up and it can go sour real quick where you're stuck in the gap. Maybe like she's trying to kick with front
I've
nose.
purged my memory of the slams that have happened in that gap.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Can she do it? She's got the power, she's got the speed.
A little further away from the goal right there, but sometimes that's a good thing, right? You get close, 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 and then the next one feels way off, and then the next one could be the magic.
It's such a process. Learning tricks is a mind game. A lot of times you know what you're supposed to be doing, but your mind can't force your body to do it properly.
I mean, fear has to come into play, right? 90% of these tricks you can, I mean, anytime you're going this fast on a ramp this big is dangerous.
Well, when you're trying a new trick, a lot of times you don't know if you're trying it right or not until you try to land it. So yes, fear plays a big role in first makes. Once you learn it, then the fear tends to go away.
Oh,
That was really close.
yeah.
This is going to happen. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. And you know what? If they're close, I have a feeling like that clock is not really going to matter. We have men's best trick coming up next. They're all gearing up, but you know they want to see that 722.
Yes, they do.
In skating, actual skating, nobody's putting a clock on anything. You just want to see the 7. You're not going to say, nope, didn't
It could take
count.
4 years.
It could, or it could happen next try.
There's electricity running through the Delta Center right now as we are on the precipice of potential history-making skateboarding. Best tricks brings out the animal in the skateboarder. You're going for it.
Yeah, you have to. And so here's another thing. It's really hard to land a trick for the first time because of fear. But when you're in an environment like this, it's way easier to face the fear. When the crowd is behind you, there's that Stoke. The fear is less impactful.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why a lot of great moments, like that is why Tony Hawk made the 9, that night. You
Yeah.
saw. It wasn't because he had finally figured it out. No, he was like energy searching through his body from the crowd.
And that was after time, technically speaking.
You had to say it, huh?
I had to say it.
So it didn't count?
Still count. Yeah, it doesn't count. But
hey,
I'm not telling him that.
this is another classic Colin McKay trick. I don't know. I can't think of anybody who kickflip front nose slid on Vert other than Colin.
Oh,
That's getting real close now.
It's
looking
getting
amazing.
real. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Okay, it could happen. Okay, Bryce.
I love the crowd is engaged. There's it doesn't feel like there's favorites here in Best
No,
Trick. The
they're all-
crowd's going off for every trick we're seeing.
Guys, let's get behind him.
Salt Lake City with a knowledgeable skate fan base. Love to hear it.
She's
spun a little early.
Yeah. If you can set up with a big air to fakie and come into it faster, it's a little easier to get that around.
I remember when Alex Perelson was super young and he did them at Claremont, but he had the roll in the middle of the ramp, and so he would go up the roll in and then come back, and then he had all the speed.
You could possibly do it here, but you're going to be on the edge of the ramp. It's pretty scary.
Special meters are up. 20:27 on the clock. We got Juno, 12-year-old, out of Osaka, Japan. She just ripped in the women's final. Here's one of our wild cards, Jada. And who's it gonna be? Who's gonna do the first 720? Is it?
Yes!
That was perfect. That was perfect.
That was perfect. Varial flip indie grab, or you could call it a big flip indie on Vert. Same thing. Awesome. Great trick.
Arisa Trew.
Oh! That was close.
I think
That was close.
I think she can make it.
I think she can too.
Next time she comes in, make sure she can hear you. Maybe we'll get this done.
Ellis has whipped the crowd into a frenzy here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, the state of sport. Thanks again to the Utah Sports Commission for 3 years of radness, and I don't see any reason why we won't be back here next year, but I'm not Tony Hawk.
I hope we're back here next year.
I think Tony's having a good time, and that tells me that we'll probably be back here.
Looks like Salt Lake is having a good time too. Absolutely.
One of these ladies could be the first. Let's make some noise. Sets it up.
She almost spotted that out.
Yeah, all of a sudden that one looked like it could be a make.
Do we just go head to head? When time runs out, do we just go head to head and
How
keep
about
this thing rolling?
synchronized?
720, make some noise.
Oh! Nearly stomped it.
They should just drop in on the other sides of each other and just go
Right?
together.
Split
Make
the difference.
history at the same time.
Sure, our head judge still has some cash with 26 seconds left. Women's best trick living up to all expectations and more. And
I hope that they give everybody another run when the clock ends.
15 seconds.
I think they will. You kind of have to.
that was nice.
That was a nice nose grind. And then front nose grind to lip slide.
3, 2, 1.
O-side or no side, that's what's up.
All right, well,
Bryce is gonna do something cool.
fakey heel, front side.
Oh, that was close.
That was really close.
All right, that's it. I'm going to give the girls a try at 720s.
All right, our 720ers are given one more chance from Jason Ellis.
Let's get 2 makes right here. The crowd is going off. They
So
want it.
rad, I wanna see it so bad.
Come on, let me hear it. Keep it going.
It's about to go down right here.
Oh.
Washed out on the landing.
All right, Reese. Last shot. Let's go.
No pressure.
Make some noise for Reese Nelson. She's made several tricks. She's about to invent another one. Get it going for Reese Nelson. Yeah,
Trying
Reese.
kickflip front board.
All right, everybody. Let's get it going.
Kickflip back board.
Unsucceeded.
I'm not saying anything.
Drops it. And fake it.
Oh. She can do that.
Give her another. One
can
more
do that.
try.
Give it to her.
Everybody's got their fingers in the air. One more try.
You saw the judges wanted one more too. They're like, let's seal it right here.
It's unanimous.
Come on, Utah. One more shot. You think you've got so that they can give you everything they've got.
I want to see them become 720 sisters right here.
Sets it up. Come on, Utah.
Ran out of spin.
Well, the good news is the 720's coming either right now or within the next couple weeks.
First 720.
Oh.
I mean,
She has to go again.
you
She
gotta
has
do
to.
one.
They
You
have
gotta give
to.
her one more, right?
We have to. Right.
That's a lot like Tony Hawk doing the
it's
9.
Yeah.
I mean, that you can't
Give
get
it
much
like a
closer
breather.
than
Let
that.
her legs have a second, friends.
That's the mothering instinct came out real quick. Hold on a second.
My friend needs a break. Give her a second.
All right.
You know, we're Instagram
These two
friends.
ladies get one more shot.
All right,
Utah.
this is official.
on,
Last
Lilly.
try.
You are about to witness something that's never been done.
Oh.
Yeah, Lily. All right, Arisa. Utah, pressure.
All right, Arissa's last shot here in the women's best trick.
Oh, it's so close.
Guess what? Guess what? I just got some top secret information. Arisa has gotten so close on those last attempts, they're gonna let her skate in men's best trick.
Yes.
So I think she earned it. I mean,
All the ladies, you gotta get
See, those
Does
spins
she
are
know?
hard.
All about that. All right,
She might not know that information.
got the guys.
Top secret.
the world knows. Does she know?
Fail stops now.
All right. Well, we're gonna clear the ramp,
And Arisa Trew stays.
and it's time for men's best trick. Chris Cote, Paul Zitzer, Lindsay Pastrana.
I'm gonna hand off my
Whoa, that's a lot of cash.
my ears
You're gonna trade off with Tony Hawk.
in a minute.
Yeah. Let's take a look back at what we just saw. I mean, there's a reason why this event is called Best Trick, because those are the best tricks we've seen of the entire day. That was incredible. I want to jump in the time machine and go back to when this just started. Reese went off.
Reese did a lot of great tricks. Kickflip, nose slide, fakie. There you
I
go.
think she made the most money out of the group.
Yeah.
Most tricks.
She deserved it.
Oh, that was just style for miles right there.
Bryce came.
Yeah, Bryce and all her creativity. What a night. I'm just so pumped for vert skating right now.
So epic.
Can't wait to see what the guys are gonna do.
Thank you so much, Lindsay Pastrana. We're going to bring Tony Hawk in here for men's best trick. Hopefully we can see Lindsay skate this ramp more, because she's been ripping this weekend.
We'll see it.
We're gonna put some time back on the clock. We're gonna keep that stack of cash in our head judge's hand. He's gonna be on top of the ramp, and basically, he gets to deem how many bills he peels off for these tricks.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Of Tony Hawk?
Yes.
Let's introduce Mr.
Hi.
Tony Hawk. Welcome back.
Hello.
Tony, what advice were you giving the 720 squad?
Well, Arisa, she needs to tuck her head on the snap and try to get under her board. And so I tried to put it into terms of like, you want to do a half cab to McTwist. That's the best way I can explain it.
Okay.
Because her head is already above her board when she takes off, and then it exaggerates itself on the second spin. That's why she was so top heavy.
Yeah.
And then Lilly, she just needed more speed. That's it. Like, she has it. If she had an extension to rock to fakie, she would do it. So I told her to do the board slide to fakie, and she got closer. I mean, if she jumps into the session, she'll make one.
I think the good news is we're going to see a women's 720 within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think you're going to see one tonight.
I know. Within
I
the
see
next couple
someone
of minutes,
barging the field right now.
Good. Let them barge. Well, to get us kicked off here for men's best trick here at Tony Hawk's Vert Alert, one more time, let's go over to Wolfmate, Jason Ellis.
Hey everybody, Jason Ellis again, here for the men's final best trick. This is it. This is the end of the whole night for us. Everything these athletes have, this is the end of it right here. They're going to give it all. They're going to get some cash.
You just saw the first 720. First 720
She made it!
right now.
First female 720
Arisa Trew.
before the contest
Right here,
even
she just did it
started.
behind us. I saw the
Everybody
landing.
make
I
some
saw the
noise
squat.
for Arisa
Right
Trew.
here.
No
We have that on
way!
camera.
Just like
Someone
that.
say something.
All right, we have a replay of history here at Tony Hawk's
Welcome
Vert
to the
Alert.
male
Pretty
best
amazing.
trick contest. Check out the replay, everybody.
one, try
The
Tony.
first female 720 ever done
She
in
just
the
needed to
history
get
of the
that axis
universe.
straight. Here we go. She's
Here
got
it
the
is.
setup. And then right here,
In
that
Utah.
snap, putting her head a little
One,
bit down.
two,
That was the key
boom.
right there. Look at that.
Thank
Squatted
you.
out. It counts. It counts.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Arisa
history,
Trew.
right?
That's history right
just
there.
Happened. Forget the next month or weeks. It happened in like 30 seconds.
She just shut down the men's best trick before it
Come on,
started.
guys. See you-
For women's best trick, and that is none other than Reese Nelson with the kickflip nose slide over the channel. Make some noise for Reese Nelson. Tony Hawk giving her the Vert Alert jersey. Reese, jump up on the podium on that one because you won. Face here. Reese, not only did you win, but you also got a lot of cash. What do you plan on doing with that cash?
I'm gonna take Colin McKay to Islands.
Notice how she respects her elders, ladies and gentlemen. She knows where she came from, and I appreciate that. Notice how you didn't mention you were going to get me anything. That's okay. Give it up for Reese Nelson, everybody. All right.